Joining us next, Vanessa Braxton, CEO and President, Black Mama Teas and Vodka, something I can't wait to sample myself. Vanessa, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thank you for
You
coming
should have
back.
had a sample. You should have had a sample. I gave some to Michael. What, he ate it all? He drank it all?
That would probably be relatively accurate. Usually, if there's a sample around here, one of us usually takes it to the nth degree. To me, a sample to me is like a gallon. So you might want to keep that in mind. Those little bottles like they give you on the airplane or something like that. That could be okay. But I'm really more into the gallon thing. I guess you can call that my moonshine moment there for the most part, though. But we know you don't make that sort of thing, though. But you've been really busy since our last conversation. You've put a lot of new ideas up, a lot of new things happening for you. Give us some ideas of what's going on with the first African American female distiller in the United States.
It's just so. I'm in California right now, so it's just so much going on. I'm the CEO and president of Black Mama Vodka. I'm a distiller. I have a licensed DSC. Had Black Mama Vodka for about 5 years. This February made 5 years when I launched. And it's done considerably well as a small brand in its own niche. What I do is I make a chai tea vodka, green tea vodka, pomegranate tea. Everything is infused with teas. It's all natural. It's gluten-free, which is very important because my husband's family has celiac disease, so they have to have gluten-free products. I believe me and Tito's are the only one that's pretty much just made with corn. And for me, it's been a very good impression of what the next generation of liquor is about. We don't drink our parents' liquor anymore. Now the millennials and the new age is about new things, infusion. Even finding out, I might have a healthy vodka, so even my straight is just, 40 calories, because I'm a woman of a certain age and I still like to keep my waistline pretty. So I'm out there doing it for all the women.
Well, having seen my waistline, I probably need to drink the vodka. Let's just keep it real there. You mentioned, you talked about the quote unquote healthy vodka. It seems almost like an oxymoron. Give us some, kind of expand on that a little bit.
Well, you know what? A lot of vodkas are out there that has the natural flavoring. Well, natural flavoring is the name of the company that actually makes the chemical that's called natural flavor. So, and that's approved by the government, approved by TTB, and I choose to not take that route because I accidentally dripped some of, the chemical on a piece of paper and it burned a hole through my paper. And for me, if I can't drink it, I can't sell it. I can't make it, And not only that, like I said, I'm a woman of a certain age. I know I'll be, 49 this year. I still want to drink until I'm 99. So I don't want to have any chemical adverse issues. And neither do any of my 28,000 customers who majority of women don't. We go through changes. Our bodies are not made like men, great men like yourself, but we go through changes. So we want to still enjoy the libation without having any chemicals. And that's how I ended up with Black Mama teas. I started, making the vodka with the tea leaves, and when I had DMC tea, leftover tea leaves, I just started selling Black Mama tea. It's so easy because I have my own manufacturing facility.
So you would argue that the usual yak that some of us drink back in the day may not necessarily be in the same quality as Black Mama vodka. I mean, is that what you're saying?
No, not anymore.
Oh,
no.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we weren't on the wrong page with the garbage that we drank back in the day. That obviously didn't necessarily consistent with what you're making.
Listen, my father drank that, and listen, 31 years ago, I was making vodka on campus. I don't even think you would want to drink that. I was making funky cold Medina. So that's another story and another show. But, yeah, we're looking at just having things. For me, that's why I have a niche. I'm also organic and kosher certified, which is very important. I like to enjoy drinking, but now I've looked into the teas, and now I make Black Mama agave, and I have Black Mama mixers, and they're all organic because I've found too many products out there had chemicals, which I'm allergic to just about everything now that I'm getting older, and I want to have less chemicals or no chemicals whatsoever in my product. We
Well,
have too many chemicals
well, you
that are in
mentioned
our
that
products today.
your products are biodegradable and non-GMO type products. So I guess how
Oh,
difficult
yeah.
is it to source some of the things you need to make such a high quality drink?
Well, the drink on itself is not biodegradable. It's biodegradable once it enters our body.
Okay.
But my tea bags are. Um, I have a patented product, patented material, which is biodegradable, plant-based, and that's really not hard to source if you're the manufacturer. You're manufacturing, and it's plant-based from sugar cane, and I make a biodegradable tea bag that holds whole tea leaves, and nobody's doing that.
A
I own the plate.
biodegradable tea bag. I guess Lipton's probably shouldn't be. I don't think they've looked into that one just yet. You might want to,
Yeah,
call them up.
you got to look into it because a lot of the tea bags, if you ever pull your tea bag out of your pull it out of your cup, and you notice that it turns brown, there's a chlorine. Most of the tea bags that are not biodegradable are made from paper, and there's a bleach on it. You can have a certain amount of bleach, but it's toxic when you do that every single day. Also, you don't have full tea leaves. It's called fanning or tea dust. That's in your tea, when you go on the shelf. It's dust. You're really not getting the full potential of the tea leaves. Like if you went to a Teavana, but they're closed. They're not there anymore. You can go to Black Mama Teas online and you can order full tea leaves. But now we're able to put that in a tea bag that we own. We
Perfect.
manufacture the tea bags right here in the United States with whole tea leaves, and we're pushing out so many different products. We got Black Mama Hemp Tea, which is infused with CBD. That's the cannabis. That's the new thing that's coming out.
This is true.
We got regular. Yes.
Let me jump in there for just a second. And we're right up against the break here. When we come back on the other side, we'll talk about you owning the blockchain from farm to table regarding your product and how you do that. We'll be right back with Vanessa Braxton, CEO and President, Black Mama Teas and Vodka. Welcome back to CEO Money. I'm Ed Baxter, sitting in for Michael Yorber. We're speaking with Vanessa Braxton, CEO and President, Black Mama Teas and Vodka. Vanessa, going into the break there, we were talking a little bit about the blockchain side of the farm to table information you have with regard to creating your product. But there's a couple other things we want to kind of bring to light before we let you go today, and that's the fact that you're building more manufacturing facilities, and also you're looking at discussing franchising for Black Mama Teas and cafes. Give us some updates on those.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, because we do business with the gardens overseas, import, we manufacture and distribute. It only made sense to bring on the retail because there isn't any middleman, and that way we can bring quality products and create jobs and help others start businesses through Black Mama Teas and cafes. I'm building the 2 flagship stores in New York. And Black Mama Teas and Cafe is not your regular, Starbucks. They call me the Starbucks of the tea industry. It's not just about that. We posted online what our internal architectural design will look like. We have the teas in the front, and in the back we have the liquor. So that way we can service everyone from morning to night. And we have a meeting room. But with that being said, we've partnered with also IKEA. IKEA came in the very beginning and said that they want to be involved with Black Mama Teas and cafes. And we have a partnership, which is $1 million partnership collaboration with IKEA. With the furniture, we're going to have our own catalog. And this, in a sense, brings money back to the company, but also it helps our franchisees. So when we have our franchisees, now people can start their own Black Mama Tea and cafe, hire locally, use local bagel companies or local bakeries with our recipes. So in turn, what we're doing is fortifying a community. We're doing this together. This is the whole reason why I said it only makes sense to have the retail outlets. And we're going to be building 500 facilities, 500 Black Mama Teas and cafes, and then I'm building 4 more manufacturing facilities across the U.S. to facilitate that.
As you
And
build out
we're
this the
mhm.
link of the 500 different locations, do you expect those to be within certain locations like with IKEA, or will they be standalone?
Oh, they'll be standalone. We have a standalone drive-through that we have a design for, and then we have an inline. Now, what we would be doing with IKEA is having specific Black Mama tea and cafe products that we're talking with them in line in terms of, for example, we have a very good brand, so we're in the tea market, so we'll have a Black Mama tea kettle with our packages of tea and something that a breakfast that IKEA sells because they have a breakfast line as well. So those are the things that we're looking into partnering with as well. So that's where the product comes in. And then they're going to be doing commercials at our facilities, at our cafes, and we'll be doing commercials with them because their focus is to work with a small business that's going to scale very quickly, and they're going to capitalize on that, and we're going to capitalize on it just as well with that partnership. So it's a great avenue for both of us. You know, they're a billion-dollar company, and we're a small company, but we
So
want to be a
far,
billion-dollar company.
so far.
Yes.
Vanessa, we have about a minute or so left, about a minute, 30 seconds, a minute here left. I want to give you a chance to kind of close this out with kind of an off-the-reservation question. As an African-American female entrepreneur looking in a male-dominated area, what advice would you give to people who are looking to follow on your tracks to do the same thing?
Research and don't be afraid. I mean, I did a keynote speaking last week, and times have changed considerably. I mean, let's be honest. There's no white man holding anybody down black, okay? They're not even living in that time. The opportunity is there for everyone. Just take it by the cojones and just do it. Because, you know, people will be there to lend a helping hand, and they see your vision, and they'll be there to do it. Just don't be afraid to do it. Just do it.
Perfect. Vanessa, thank you again for joining us again, and we look forward to having you update us again on Black Mama Teas and Vodka, in addition to the fact that we'll be sampling a couple of gallons of it personally. So we'll be back with it. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ed. Have a great one.
Thank you.